Samantha was only 12 when she first heard the forest speak. Most children in her village grew up with warnings about the woods that stretched like a black sea beyond the river. They called it the Whispering Woods, though no one could agree on what exactly whispered within it. Some said it was the wind, curling through the trees like a serpent. Others believed it was the voices of lost souls who had wandered too far, never to return. Samantha had always been curious, a trait her mother scolded and her father ignored. She was the girl who lingered by the edge of the river when the sun dipped, staring at the first shadows of the forest. Something about the silence, and then the faint rustle of voices, pulled her closer each day. One evening, after her chores were done and the sky blazed crimson, Samantha crossed the river. Her bare feet touched the mossy earth of the forest floor, and for the first time, the whispers grew clear. "Samantha," the trees sighed. "Come deeper, we have been waiting." Her breath caught. No one had ever told her the forest could call a name. And yet, she followed. The deeper she went, the taller the trees grew. They bent overhead, weaving into a canopy that shut out the sky. The air was damp and cool, filled with the scent of pine, earth, and something metallic like rust or blood. After a while, she reached a clearing. In the center stood a single white tree, glowing faintly as if the moon had taken root. Its bark shimmered like silver, and its branches dripped with crystal leaves that rang like bells when the wind touched them. On the ground beneath the tree was a girl, about Samantha's age, with tangled black hair and eyes that seemed too bright, like shards of green glass. "You came," the girl said, smiling. "I knew you would." Samantha stepped back. "Who are you?" "My name is Alara. And I've been trapped here, waiting for someone like you." The forest seemed to lean in closer, every shadow watching, every whisper urging Samantha forward. "What do you mean, trapped?" Samantha asked. Alara's smile faltered. "The woods are alive. They feed on children. Some they swallow whole, and no one remembers them. But some they keep, like me. I'm bound to this tree. If I leave, the forest will tear me apart." Samantha shivered. "Then why did you call me?" Alara's eyes gleamed. "Because you can free me." Samantha shook her head. "I'm just a girl." Alara tilted her head, like a bird studying prey. "The forest chose you. Didn't you hear it? It whispered your name. That means you belong to it now. Unless you break the curse." The silver tree chimed again, its leaves trembling. And in the sound, Samantha thought she heard words. Not human, but old, deep, filled with hunger. "What curse?" she whispered. Alara leaned closer, her voice dropping low. "The forest wants a soul. One soul, freely given, can silence its whispers for 100 years. If you give yours, I can go free. If you refuse," she glanced at the shadows. They seemed to move, twisting into shapes, faces with hollow eyes, mouths open in silent screams. "It will take you anyway." Samantha's chest tightened. She turned to run, but the trees shifted, their trunks bending, roots rising like snakes to block her path. The woods had closed in around her. Alara stood, her green eyes burning. "Choose quickly. Your life or mine." The whispers grew louder, crashing like waves inside Samantha's head. "Give in, stay forever, join us." She pressed her hands over her ears. "Stop." But the voices only laughed. Then, in the middle of the storm, a memory rose in her mind. Her mother, kneeling by the fire, whispering an old prayer, "A heart that is brave can silence the dark. A voice that is true can shatter the curse." Samantha lifted her head. "No," she said firmly. "I won't give my soul. And I won't give yours either." Alara froze, her smile twisting. "You don't understand, there is no escape." But Samantha stepped toward the silver tree. The closer she got, the more the whispers shrieked. The air grew icy. Branches whipped at her arms, scratching her skin. Still, she reached out and touched the glowing bark. The moment her hand met the tree, light exploded. The whispers screamed, rising into a deafening howl, then splintered into silence. When Samantha opened her eyes, the clearing was empty. The tree had turned to ash. Alara was gone, and the woods were still. The path home lay open before her. But as Samantha stumbled back into the village, pale and trembling, she realized the whispers hadn't vanished completely. They lived inside her now. And late at night, when the wind rattled her window, she could still hear Alara's voice, soft, sharp, and smiling. "Thank you, Samantha. We are free." And though Samantha escaped, the whispers never truly left her. Perhaps they never will. If you want to know what happens when the woods call another child, stay with me. Subscribe and step deeper into the darkness, because the next tale is waiting for you.